Changes in Oklahoma's liquor laws have meant more convenience for consumers and more headaches for the owners of retail package stores. Legislative tweaks to the new laws may help ease some of those problems, but liquor store operators say their struggles are far from over.
When State Question 792 was put on the ballot 3 years ago, supporters framed their pitch to voters as a chance to modernize Oklahoma's liquor laws. After the new law took effect last October, people could walk into grocery or convenience stores and buy cold, High Point beer and wine any day of the week. While consumers are enjoying the convenience, it's been much tougher for the retail package industry. J.P. Richard, who owns a liquor store in Lawton, says he's lost about 50% of his wine business.
Overall, we're down average about 12 or 13%. But the biggest thing that we've lost is that wine customer.
Most liquor stores have made investments in their property to compete with the big box stores, such as adding refrigeration and selling additional products such as cigars, snack foods, and other items. But Richard says that also makes it tougher to turn a profit.
It wouldn't be so bad, except that when we had to remodel the store and add the refrigeration and get into all the other products, our overhead went up and our sales went down.
Stan Stack, whose wife owns Bo's Wine Bin in Oklahoma City, has seen the same thing there.
For the investment we had to make when the change came and stuff like that, it's going to be about 4 to 5 years before we see it. And unfortunately, there's a lot of people who won't be able to last that long to be able to get it back.
For Brian Kerr, the president of the Retail Liquor Association of Oklahoma and owner of More Liquor, the impact of State Question 792 has been just about what he expected.
Some liquor stores have seen drops up to 35-40% in overall traffic and profit, and others, like here at More Liquor, we've been a little less affected, and we've really only seen about 5 or 10% loss.
Even before the new laws took effect, Kerr predicted as many as half of all liquor stores in Oklahoma would go out of business within 5 years.
We've already seen some start to disappear. Here in this area alone, I personally know of 3 different stores have lost their location or gone out of business in the last 6 months.
Dozens of bills were introduced this legislative session to smooth out some of the bumps in the liquor laws, including a long-sought measure that would allow minors to enter liquor stores when accompanied by an adult. But Kerr doesn't think that will have a big impact on their business.
It's a very small subset of a subset that would allow people to come in with their kids. But we want those people to come into the liquor stores, and we want them to be able to come into the liquor stores and buy something if they want to. Obviously, more consumer choice means slightly better business for us. So it could help a little bit, but again, mostly a consumer-driven issue.
One measure that could make a difference is a bill which would break up what Kerr and others call a near monopoly by 2 wholesale distributors, Republic National Distributing Company and Southern Glazers Wine and Spirits of Oklahoma. Richard says that's already affected his business.
I used to be able to buy Jack Daniels 5 days a week from 5 different wholesalers, and it was my choice. And they had to compete for my business. They don't do that now. Now it's their way or the highway.
State Representative Chris Kennedy says some stores, especially in rural areas of Oklahoma, are in danger of going out of business because they can't get the deliveries they need.
I got a phone call into my law firm the day I filed the bill from the Panhandle, which is obviously the furthest away, of a liquor store owner who wanted to sue the state because we passed a statute because they could not get product. So they're on the verge of closing their doors, not because they can't sell the product, they can't get it.
Kennedy, the House author of Senate Bill 608, inserted language into the measure which would require that any wine or spirit product that constitutes a top brand shall be offered by the manufacturer for sale to every licensed wine and spirits wholesaler who desires to purchase the same on the same price basis and without discrimination or inducements. Critics of the bill contend it runs afoul of constitutional language which voters approved when they passed State Question 792, but Kennedy disputes that, arguing the current law itself is unconstitutional.
It's caused a monopoly, and I believe the state constitution in Article 5 and Article 2 are very explicit that those a monopoly is unconstitutional.
The bill has been advanced by the House Judiciary Committee and awaits a vote by the full House. If approved there, the measure would still have to return to the Senate for another vote before being sent to the governor.